Okay, here we go.
Okay. Give me a countdown.
I started it. There is no countdown.
No, I mean, give me a countdown until you hit record.
I already hit record.
Okay, welcome back, everybody, to Drinking with Laughter. Let's get all this boring stuff out of the way. Spotify, scroll to that top, hit that follow button. Right next to it, hit that bell. That's how you're going to be notified. YouTube, what's up? Yep, hit the subscribe, like, comment. Tell us how we're doing, guys. Give us a suggestion. Is something you want to hear? Something you got a question about something? Let us know. Let us know in those comments. Or just give us a attaboy, pat on the back. But anyways, welcome back, guys. Chris, how we sounding? How we doing?
I wasn't listening, but I think we're doing good.
Oh,
I zoned out.
Listening.
I zoned out. You're fine. You keep going. We're good.
Fine. We're good. Guess what I got?
Coors Light.
I was part of a wedding.
Oh.
I got a groomsman present.
You just popped that earlier, though, the Coors Light. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Well, the two are related. So it is a mug, right? A beer mug with my face on it, all right? And I'm in my face, I'm holding a beer mug on the beer mug.
Wait,
right?
You at this where?
I was at a wedding, my cousin.
And hold on, so the wedding that you went to, you got a wedding gift, but it wasn't your wedding?
So I was a groomsman. So all the groomsmen, like the groom gets all them gifts. I got a bottle of gin. I got this mug. I got a flask. I got a recipe for a gin drink. And I think that
confused me. I didn't know. I thought you went to some wedding and then they were like, "Hey, here you go. Here's a wedding gift," or like a little party favor, because that's a crazy party favor to give.
That actually would be a really cool wedding if like everybody, all the guests got a gift. I think the rich people will do that.
Oh yeah, I used to have when I had birthday parties. They give out little gift bags. I don't know. Have you ever had that? You ever went to a party? Where they give out like little gift bags. I don't think I had a party, but I think I've gone to a birthday party like that, because I don't think I remember ever doing that. But I think I've gone to a party where I had that happen.
I've been to a party where they gave out party favors.
Okay, I don't know what are we talking about when we say party favors? Because I think I went sexual on that one. I don't think I'm in the right realm on that one.
You know, like a little Snow White, or a little
Snow White. What? Like a toy?
What's it called? No, you know the dust. They call it Snow White.
Cocaine?
The pills that or go on your rooftop.
What are you talking about?
The roof
Did you go to a drug party?
Roofie.
Oh, roofie. Oh yeah, you did go to a drug party.
Yeah.
No, what I'm talking about is something way different. I'm talking about when you were like in 5th grade, 6th grade, whatever age that is, like 10, 12. You ever been to a party? You went somewhere and you got a little gift bag
You're talking about childhood party.
Yes, not right now party.
That's what you're talking about.
Man, you're crazy.
So how was your week, Chris?
It was good. It was good.
Oh, yeah, you do anything wild? You had a we had your birthday.
We had a birthday. We went out and celebrated.
We went out, got that checker to go, boy.
Yeah, and then I started fucking with your laptop for like what?
Yeah, and
an hour.
How do you think checkers got their name? Do you think it has something to do with the game Checkers?
That's what I was thinking. Because don't they have the same logo of black and white? Like that.
I feel like they have red though. They got red. Do
they have red?
But Checkers board got red. They got black and red. Black and red is a checkerboard.
Oh, is it? Why am I thinking black and white?
You're thinking of a chessboard.
Oh, no, that's the problem.
Thinking of a chessboard. Yeah.
I bet you could play checkers on a chessboard. What's the difference?
I don't know. You know, I forgot. We need to go over some things from last episode that we didn't have answers to. You know, some questions.
I know what grenadine is.
Oh, I'm going to tell you what it is because I wrote it down this time.
Oh, you did? Well, good, because someone told me and I forgot. So I was going to shout them out and tell them to fuck themselves because I forgot.
It was probably me. It was probably me on your birthday.
No, it was my friend Jake.
Oh, he told you. Okay.
Shout out, Jake. Yeah. You told me, and then I immediately forgot as soon as you told me. And go fuck yourself.
And sometimes that's okay. You know, we forget things.
I think I forget things more than you.
Life isn't a quarter bench test.
A quarter bench.
What was that thing in high school? A benchmark. Quarter benchmark. Is that what I'm thinking of?
I thought.
Yeah, we had the benchmark test. We had a benchmark test every quarter.
What is a benchmark?
I don't know. But grenadine. So my sister, she said that grenadine. I wrote it down here. Grenadine is a pomegranate syrup that turns your drinks pink.
Oh, that's what he said. He said it's a syrup mixer.
What he said. Yeah.
I remember now. After you told me it, I remembered it.
Yes. You remembered it after I told you.
Yes. That's how my mind works.
That's how your mind works. Another thing I forgot to mention last episode, we were talking about love, right? And I forgot this point I wanted to point out is dating is no longer in person. It's a swipe right, swipe left. And I want to get back to what happened when you bumped into someone at the market, at the grocery store, picking your carrots and your cucumbers up. You know, it's all on these apps now.
Cucumbers,
yeah. But, you know, you're just out and about and you meet someone in person and you get that spark, right?
I know what you mean.
You just got to stare at this rectangle and you just got to swipe.
More like, are you talking about Tinder?
Yeah, Bumble, eHarmony, Match.com. They
Christian
Fisher, they got them all. They got them all. Meet white men to meet black women. You want to meet an Asian? They got an app for that. They got an app for every race, every gender, everything. They got an app for it all. It's no longer in person. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's out of person.
I miss. You know, we need to get sometimes. Advancing just isn't the best thing to do. Sometimes the old ways work just fine.
Yeah, let's get a buggy, horse and buggy. Fuck the cars.
Yeah, speaking of horse and buggy, Albert Einstein. We talked about him.
What trend are you going into a horse and buggy with?
Yeah, he died. We talked about his death, where he was buried. Alive. Now this is a little nasty, but this was in his will. Okay, Albert Einstein. This was in his wishes. When he died, he was cremated.
It's not that nasty.
He was I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet.
I thought that was it.
Okay. All right. So he's got his ashes, and in his will, he said he wanted. Apparently, he taught at what's this university called? The Institute of Advanced Study in Princeton, New Jersey. He wanted his ashes spread across all campus, so all the students would be in the air with him, and as they walked the campus grounds, they would feel Albert Einstein in their skin.
That's what year did he die in again?
That was a little weird. Oh, that's
something you didn't write down.
I probably should write that down. Yeah,
I have a feeling that all that is dissipated by now, but that's still I think that's more creepy. I guess disgusting and creepy.
When did they do it? Did they do it like when summer's out? Like
they did it whenever
the daytime, the morning.
As soon as everyone was entering the school, right? Like whatever first period is, right before first period, they just crop dusted everyone with the ashes.
And what if the principal was like, gave it to the janitor, just have them toss it off the roof, and someone's looking up, and they're yawning.
Gets
and all of it
mouth.
just gets in. I mean, come on.
Oh God, I couldn't.
Yeah. That was pretty nasty when I read that.
Well, yeah. I don't think you want anyone's ashes in your mouth.
No, I think that's they had, what's that word? Cannibalism. Like, can you do it after death? Can you still be a cannibal after death?
Yeah, that's cannibalism. You mean eating someone else is cannibalism?
You got to eat them when they die. Yeah.
I was going to say people do eat them when they're alive, but I think it's more common after death, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, but eat someone's ashes, is that really a person? I mean...
No, that's their essence. That's the essence of a person.
It's their spirit, I don't know.
It's not a spirit.
It's something.
it's their fairy dust left of them.
It's the fairy dust left of them, yeah. So my week, I went to Fright Fest, Six Flags.
Mm-hmm.
Spooky, man. I took my niece there.
How spooky?
We roll a couple roller coasters, and then we got to this one, right? And it was a long line, right? And we stood about an hour and 48 minutes with 32 seconds. And we
You
got
counted?
right up there. Oh, we counted. I put a timer on my phone.
Oh my
No,
God.
I'm just joking. I don't know. It was about an hour, good hour and a half. And we get right up to it, right? And all of a sudden they're like, hey, the ride's closed for the night. Like, what? What were we just standing in line for nothing?
Normally, instead of either if the ride broke down or if the there were mechanical problems with the ride, they would close you down and kick everyone out of the line. But from what I remember, what was it, Six Flags?
Yeah, this was Six Flags in Bowie, Maryland.
I don't know. I went to Hershey Park, and in Hershey Park, if they're closing down the ride, all they did is close the line, and then whoever's in the line is the last people allowed on the ride. And then after that, that's it. The ride is done. So it's kind of messed up that they just said, "Go fuck yourselves." Thanks for waiting in line, dumbass. You could have been somewhere else.
Right. But after that, we just went to they had haunted houses setting up after that, so we did some of them. That was pretty freaky. Yeah. My niece is a screamer, and I don't think my arm has ever been gripped that tight as we were walking through.
That's a gorilla grip, if you ask me.
Yeah. I was pretty numb after that. She was.
You still got your arm?
Yeah, I still got it. It's
okay.
here. It's still attached to me, but
I couldn't see that far.
I mean, it's one of those things where it like scares the shit out of you, but it's fun, right? So you do it.
Yeah. That's what the haunted houses are like. Unless they're way over the top.
Adrenaline. Way over the top.
I don't think I've ever seen a haunted house that's way over the top. I know there's some that are just poorly done and they're not fun, or then there's just good ones. That's the only one. I don't think there's ever this don't go there. That's way too much. It's way too much. I don't think I've ever had something like that.
And actually at Six Flags they had people running, like workers that were dressed up trying to scare the little kids.
Just randomly or through the house?
Oh yeah. Guy had a chainsaw, but it didn't have a chain on it,
You meant through the haunted house. I thought they were just sitting in line and some worker would run up with a chainsaw.
No. This isn't in the haunted house. This is out in the park, like where people walk.
Really?
Yeah, they were chasing people.
Oh, so they were chasing people just random. I thought you were talking about in the haunted house, they were chasing kids and just going at them. But no, you meant just randomly in the park, some dude with a chainsaw would chase someone.
I mean, you be over at the stand trying to get you some Dippin' Dots and somebody comes up here with drooling and a chainsaw and trying to grab you. I mean, that was pretty funny to see, actually.
It's funny to see.
Because, when you see a kid get scared, man, it's like watching a comedy in your living room with a bucket of popcorn.
Front row seats.
Front row seat. You get to see the sheer just
terror
on their face.
It's a little sadistic.
Yeah. What else did I do? I went to a pumpkin patch with my brother and his wife and kids. So that was fun. That was a cold day. My nieces did, but I did. I mean,
you didn't want to get a pumpkin? You didn't want to carve no pumpkins?
It was like a school project too that they needed to get a pumpkin. So
what kind of school project is that?
I know. I don't remember that back in high school.
This is for high school?
Yeah, this is for high school.
It's probably a science fair project, but they were doing something with that.
Yeah. Maybe a baking class. They were baking some pumpkin seed pie.
I guess that makes sense too.
You clean the guts out, get all those seeds, and you cook them.
I heard you can do that. Do you make a pie out of the pumpkin seeds?
You probably can. I think my dad would just cook the seeds, and they were like chips. You just crunch on them.
Oh, is that what you do with them? I was confused how pumpkin pie was made. Yeah. I don't know. Pumpkin pie was made with the seeds,
pumpkin pie is made by the delivery guy that delivers it to the grocery store.
All right, well, I'm just gonna let you keep that thought in your head. You're not gonna go anywhere else on that one.
I don't know. I guess you buy it. I don't know. You buy the ingredients and put it in this little tin and you put it in the oven.
Yeah, but how do you get the pumpkin? I'm saying, you just go into a pumpkin. If you want to make a fresh pumpkin, right?
Fresh pumpkin. Okay.
Do you buy an actual pumpkin, right? You buy an actual pumpkin to make a pumpkin pie and get the guts out of it. Do you use the seeds to make a pumpkin pie, or what do you use?
I think you use the pumpkin, like
the actual pumpkin. Like you scrape it out and use the pumpkin and no guts inside?
Maybe we should.
I ain't no cooking expert, all right? I ain't a scientist.
We should ask a farmer. No, farmers know.
No,
yeah, farmers know how to make pies.
Find someone that knows how to cook food and ask them because they would know.
I cook food. I cook food all the time.
Yeah. What'd you cook?
Sunday. I had 3 steaks and asparagus.
3 steaks. You cooked 3 steaks? You ate it in one day?
No, they were steak striplets, like little strips.
Look, you gotta add that information because I'm thinking of a 22-ounce steak over here, 3 of them. I'm like, God, you alive, buddy?
I could, man. I love red meat, man. That's like so good.
Yeah.
Why don't they make vegetables taste like red meat?
Why don't you just dip some steak sauce on it?
Because then it doesn't become healthy. You know, why
what you're asking for is unhealthy anyway.
But red meat is healthy. It's just like
not too much of
I guess too much.
It's cholesterol.
Yeah.
You got
no, it's not cholesterol. It's protein.
No.
My doctor did say I have high cholesterol.
Did he?
So I've been eating Cheerios because on the box it says lowers cholesterol.
Okay, how much of that have you been eating? 3 boxes a day?
I had 1 bowl and I was like, this shit's nasty, and I threw the rest out.
You grab a steak and you started cooking a steak.
I said, yeah, this lowers cholesterol right here. Yeah,
you started putting the Cheerios on the steak, trying to mix it in like you're trying to trick a dog how to eat medicine. So you try putting the
That's a good idea. I'm gonna try putting Cheerios on my steak when I'm cooking.
There you go.
I think that'd be a good idea.
I don't think so, but go ahead and do what you want, buddy.
I also
pour your beer in there? Hold on. Sorry, did you pour your beer in there?
Yeah, my beer's in there.
I thought you just opened a can and then had another beer in there, and then just had the can on standby.
Well, I mean, I got an extra can on standby, nice and cold one, just in case.
I still have the beers you left over here.
Oh, good. For when I come back over, I'll finish them.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, back to what
I started my classes, my fall semester. Started that.
What are you in school for? I don't remember.
Homeland Security.
Oh, really? You're in?
Yeah. Yep. And taking that HMLS is the abbreviation for that.
What's that stand for?
You know, I think it stands for Homeland Security, Chris.
Oh, you know, you just said that. It's a good thing that I'm not listening.
It's pretty self-explanatory.
I don't know. I was trying to figure out what it was, but you just told me. Sitting here thinking of something. I can't even remember the letters you said. God damn it. What did you just say?
All right, now what about your Halloween, Chris? All right.
I didn't do anything Halloween.
What do you mean? Did you get scared? You get spooked?
I watched a scary movie, I guess.
Oh, I watched Halloween Ends, the last Michael Myers movie.
That's what I watched.
No shit.
With the guy that takes over Michael Myers'
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to watch that on Halloween?
Yeah, what he had like a love for him. He was trying to screw him.
It starts off with him. Well, he didn't push the kid off. Did he push the kid off? I can't remember now.
He kicked the door and the door hit him.
Hit him in the head, right? And then he flew off. And then he went to jail. And then he came
hold
out.
on, wait. Spoiler alert, guys. Okay, continue.
Well, that was the beginning of the movie. We didn't get really. I guess. All right. Well, if you haven't seen whatever the movie was called, I can't remember the name already.
He got chopped up, bro. Michael ain't coming back.
Oh yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was pretty messed up too in the sewers. Honestly, I don't even remember the original movies or the other movies from it.
Oh, I do.
You said who was it?
Who was what?
The guy in that one. I can't remember. I get Michael and Jason mixed up.
Oh, this is Michael. This is Michael Myers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. Because he put on his mask and started killing the one kid.
And, I mean, yeah. And it was a wild movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I just watched. I kind of threw it all on the side and was doing other things, so I wasn't really paying attention to it fully. But I don't know. I don't think it's much of a scary movie, in my opinion. Maybe the older ones were more scary, but that one didn't seem to.
Yeah.
It just seemed like a lot of emotional damage going around.
That's the thing with these movies is they make them so good right here, and they start making them, and they keep making them. And then as it gets over here, it's like, what do you? It's like the Fast and Furious movies. I mean, what are you going to drive on the moon now? Are you going to drive in Jupiter?
I mean, where does it stop? 5. Is that what they did? Did they drive on the moon?
I don't know.
I stopped on 5. Whenever I think it was 5.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They get into these huge collections because the first one does well, right. So then they do it again and again. It's like just any movie does that. I can't think what was like most recent? Well, Fast and Furious is a good example. Apparently,
that's a good example. Star Wars,
yeah. I think. But
Star Wars, those were good until George Lucas.
I think the pre-sequels were all right. The ones before that. The original ones, the original trilogy, that was good. And then after that, whatever the ones with Rey, took over. Yeah, that one just, I don't know. That one was like, I wasn't really interested.
Yeah. So did you have a lot of trick-or-treaters come to your house?
No, I didn't. No, fuck them. Fuck them. This is my candy.
Hey!
Lock the door, turn off the lights, and ate my own candy. So fuck you guys.
All right, so I saw this one post, right? This guy, he was like, I had all this candy left over, and just when I thought all the trick-or-treaters were done, this one kid comes to the door, and when I opened the door, instead of saying trick-or-treat like all the other kids, the kid said, "Sorry, I'm late. I'm your period." And the guy laughed out loud. He gave the whole bowl to him.
I would. I thought he was. I had a feeling he was going to give him the whole bowl because he was like, I still got candy left. I'm probably not going to eat it.
It's like, hey, I'm your period. Sorry, I'm late.
It was a little kid who said it.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, that is great. Kids say the fucking wackiest shit sometimes, man.
I know. I was like, that kid deserved it.
Yeah. Last Halloween, my parents ran out of candy. Close to the end of it. Yeah, because I was eating it. No, they ran out of candy, and my dad was like giving away like potatoes and tomatoes that he has in his little farm out back, and like apples and shit like that. You know, like those oh
wow,
those culture thing, or like, you know, the jokes were like, oh my god, don't go to their house. They give out floss and stuff. That was like my dad just scrambling for random shit to throw in a bag, just giving people apples and because we just got a whole bunch of apples from my grandfather. He just came over with like 250 of them. I don't know where he's getting all these goddamn apples from, but he just comes over.
Johnny
with
Appleseed? Is your grandfather Johnny Appleseed?
He's got to be. He's playing him up his ass and shit. He's just fucking falling out of there. So we had so many apples. My dad was just giving them away after they ran out of candy.
Wow.
It's funny as shit. Just you could see the pure like unhappiness in a kid's face when he's looking for candy and gets a big ass apple.
Here's your apple.
Here you
make
go,
an apple pie.
Now there you go. Learn how to fit, and then make me a pumpkin pie. Tell me how to make it.
Yeah, and tell me how to make an apple pie.
That's the apple, obviously.
Yeah, I think you got to buy custard or the crust.
Oh, you can make it with your own crust with flour and baking soda.
Maybe that's how you do pumpkin. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but I want to know what the ingredient to make it taste like pumpkin is. What part of the pumpkin is used? The seeds, the guts, the
ingredient
outside?
Pumpkin.
You look like Amazon.
I don't know. All right, let's go to drink of the day.
All right.
It's a 10 of clubs. 10 of clubs card. All right.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, I could see that.
Can you see it?
Nope.
You see it? There it is. It's in focus. And okay. All right. It is Cristoforo Colombo is what it's called. Italian, I think, for Christopher Columbus. And it contains ½ ounce Campari, 1 dash, just a dash, of Curaçao, 1.5 ounce Gin Club, soda to fill, 1 dash Grenadine. There it is, Grenadine. 4 ounces of orange juice. Combine all but club soda and Curaçao with ice. Shake, strain, and add ice. Fill with soda and float Curaçao on top.
Holy shit, you're making a potion at that point. Do you see how much shit was thrown in there?
I mean, God, you'll start seeing some potions at that point. By the time you're done that drink.
Honestly, halfway you're reading it to me, I thought you were putting a spell on me. I didn't know.
And gosh, look, we got a whole fruit salad on top of this drink. I mean, strawberries, blackberries, pineapple, apple.
You said soda to fill. Can it be any soda?
It can be any soda. Club soda, Sprite, 7-Up.
Oh, what's
Sierra
the club
Mist.
soda?
Club
what
soda
defines
is
a club soda, I should state.
Kind of similar to tonic, but I guess more soda bubbly.
Oh. Close enough. That doesn't help me, but I'll figure it out.
Quote of the day, Chris. Quote of the day. Here we are.
Let me sip a beer first, and then I'll give it to you.
It's been Dr. Seuss lately. I apologize for that, guys. There was a lot of Dr. Seuss's, but this one is not. So, all right. Quote of the day is, obey the principles without being bound by them. Bruce Lee.
What does that mean?
I was about to ask you that same question, Chris.
Well, I don't understand. What does the principle mean?
Let's dive into it.
Like the principle of a practice?
Like the principle
at a
of
school?
something. Let's think of principles of life. What's a life principle?
Don't turn into a cactus? Is that considered
gravity? Gravity is a life principle, right?
Is it?
You throw something off into the air, it's going to drop. Gravity will pull it.
So the principle of law? Is that the definitioning? Defining?
Obey the principles without... So obey them, right? Okay. Maybe obey is almost like acknowledge them, but I'm not going to be bound by them. Maybe I can beat them.
So you're going to start flying?
Maybe that's what that is. Well, maybe that was a bad example.
Because you just told me about gravity. You're just going to start flying on me now.
Obey the principles, but don't be bound by them. Don't be held back. Don't be held back by these principles in life. You can succeed past it. That's what that quote means. Here.
I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm putting in my mind. My mind is turning. The hamster wheel is moving, but nothing is coming out. Because I don't know. You broke my head for a minute.
Hamsters are very disgusting creatures.
Oh, we both went two different directions on that one.
Okay. Intelligent, disgusting. I guess you can be both. You can be intelligent and disgusting, right?
I know that, but I was just saying you went way different than what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah, I mean, intelligent and disgusting. Let's see. Look at Donald Trump, right? Intelligent,
but disgusting. He has a disgusting personality. Yeah.
Well, maybe his looks are more disgusting. I was going with.
I was going with his personality. No, he's very volatile on Twitter.
But he's comical. It gives you a laugh, man. Belly laugh.
Oh, yeah. He was on that one roast thing. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah. I caught some glimpses of it.
Yeah, I saw some shorts of it. I think it was a while ago. I think it was when he was in presidency. They were talking about it or something. I can't remember. I ain't a calendar. I can't remember everything.
All right. Our topic for the episode, Chris.
Oh, yeah. You didn't tell me, so I don't know what's going on.
I did tell you. You just forgot again. I told you on your birthday.
Did you? Were you here?
I was here. We went and got checkers.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Rewind the video.
Okay.
All right. The topic for today is crazy, or it doesn't have to be crazy, but work stories.
Oh, you did tell me. I remember now. See, I told you my brain works that way because I remember now you telling me it.
We're going to go over all the places that we've worked at. And it's okay if we don't have a crazy ass story at some of them, or maybe just something odd that happened, or funny, or sad, or just depressing, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, let's just list the places we've worked at from birth to now.
Are you going first or me?
You go first.
Well, I worked at a Burger King. I wouldn't say it was much.
BK.
It was very, honestly, working at BK was more like, I feel
we're just listing names right now. We're not going to do the stories.
Well, go fuck yourself, because maybe I wanted to say something.
Okay, go ahead. Say what you wanted to say.
Listen here, boy. This is what I was trying to say.
We went Southern, huh? Okay. A little racist.
I was just saying that BK was, it didn't feel like a workplace, is what I was trying to say. Like,
most first jobs don't. Most first jobs don't.
I guess because you're still young, but that place was very primarily high school kids working there, so it felt very like extension of high school. You know,
most fast food joints are. Yeah.
Yeah. After that, I went to the airport. Was working there for
DWL.
a while. Yeah, was working there. Have a crazy
Airline
story
Southwest.
about that when we get to that. And then I went to Blind Industries.
Blind Industries.
Went back to the airport.
Okay, Blind Industries. Back. Oh, you went back. I forgot you went back to BWI. Okay.
Yeah, I went back there and I was working with my one friend, but then my vision declined, and then ever since I haven't been able to work.
Okay, so 3.5/4 places.
Mm-hmm. For about 4 to 5 years, I'd say, in total work.
I've worked a recycling warehouse.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hollister, clothing retail.
Mm-hmm. Good thing you explained it because I couldn't remember that.
CVS, drug.
I remember that.
Retail.
I made fun of you all the time.
CVS pharmacy.
I was saying, give me some of that receipt paper so I can wipe my ass.
A security job, contract security job, and now where I work at, office job.
So how many was that? 5?
Office job. That's 5.
Oh wow! All right, one up me. Why don't you?
5 jobs. All right, so let's go to BK. Whoppers. Give me some Whoppers. Give me that triple Whopper with bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
And a sandwich on the side.
Sandwich on the side.
The same thing without the lettuce.
I want a Whopper. Hold the burger.
Look,
the
I'm
lettuce,
at the drive-thru. Calm down.
Hold it. And I just want the bun.
Literally in the middle of my stream, one of my streams, I had people ordering in my fucking chat because of Taco. Taco came in and said, were you there for it? People came into my chat and were ordering food because Taco came in and said, I wanted the Aki way. He came in because there was a huge, funny trend about the Aki way in New York or something. And he was like, I want a BLT the Aki way. And then out of nowhere, everyone was like, give me that Whopper the Aki way. I want that Ritz crackers on there. And just kept, I'm like, come on, I'm on a drive-through, damn it.
I saw everyone's orders, but I didn't know that Taco started it. I missed that part.
Taco starts shit all the time in my chats. Fucking.
Who even likes Taco? God. Taco.
That guy's crazy.
That guy is.
He really is.
Thank you for your service, Taco. Seriously.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
But I hope you fall off a bus.
But I hope you get semi-wounded where you need a Band-Aid on your left butt cheek.
I hope you stub your toe on your own dick. How about that, huh?
Okay, so a crazy work store or whatever. Just a wild time at Burger King. Anything come to mind?
I don't have any. The only time I've had is it wasn't a wild story. It was pretty well. Okay, here a wild story is a customer was pissed off. There's 2 things that happened. One is not really a wild story, which is really confusing. But one customer was pissed off. They came back. They got through the drive-thru, got their food, came back. Apparently, it was the wrong thing or something wasn't on it. I can't remember. But they were screaming and yelling at my manager. They were calling her names. And I'm sitting there like dumbfounded, like just dumbstruck, like what the hell is going on? And we're in the middle of a rush out, like in the middle of a rush too. And this person just comes out into the middle of it. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, but they come out into the middle of just the store, like right in front of it, cutting people in line where we got people coming to the drive-thru and everyone stops working just to hear this guy just screaming and my manager screaming. And then they're trying to call. It was like literally like a Karen freak out, They were mad about something on their sandwich. I can't remember. I had to stop. I was like, oh God, I couldn't keep like focusing on it. It almost devolved into a fight. And then out of nowhere, his friend, I think, was like, come on, let's just get out of here because my manager called the cops. So then they just ran out the door and left.
Oh, so this wasn't through drive-thru?
No, they came through drive-thru, got a food, got pissed off that something was wrong about the food. I can't remember. Came in and started screaming. Like they literally came back, started screaming, like we're coming to the restaurant instead of going back through the drive-thru and started screaming. I thought he was going to throw a sandwich at her because my manager did have a sandwich thrown at him last time. Someone got mad and threw a sandwich at him. Yeah. It happened, but that was before I was working. But she told me about it afterwards. I remember that. And then the second one that I know, it wasn't really a crazy story, is a guy came up and said, "Hey, I just finished eating my sandwich and I just realized there isn't any bacon on it. Can I get another one?" Yeah, that's what exactly. My man ate a whole sandwich and then was just like, "Oh, I just realized there wasn't any bacon on that. Let me go and get another one." Obviously, I think it was just a guy just trying to get another free meal or something, just try to slide it in. But like, that just doesn't make any
fat
sense.
Ass, settle down.
That just doesn't make sense. How would that work in any scenario? You just forgot. You didn't taste that there's no bacon on the first bite, second bite, third bite. Like we can't give you a different sandwich unless we have the proof,
And you get a damn sandwich thrown at you.
With fast food places, you never know. There's a lot of things about it.
I don't know if I would even get mad. I'd probably just start eating the sandwich.
It sounds like something you'd do. You'd be sitting there like a little chipmunk. You eating like a little chipmunk. You know how they eat it? Oh. It's still good. What the hell are you mad about? This is good as shit.
That's crazy. And that's unfortunate. That's a lot of retail in general, but especially food retail. You get those clientele.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think for me at my recycling warehouse, Good People was a mom and pop shop. Those were my bosses, husband and wife. They owned the shop, and it was only really, I was the only worker. And at one point we got kind of busy. So we hired this other guy, Richie, I think. And Richie, he was a good guy. We had a lot of conversations. We had a lot of comical conversations, but this one particular day was ironically his last day.
Ironically.
Because he was fired because of this, but yeah. So this was his last day.
So he didn't quit or anything. He got fired because of it.
You ever show up for work one day and you just don't know it's your last day? That's what this scenario was.
Oh, okay. I never had that happen, but.
And I at the time I was back on a part-time schedule because I was in high school. So I was getting off the yellow limousine that drops you off in high school.
Fancy.
And school bus.
Oh, I know.
And
I know.
Yes.
But you said it fancy. So I was like, ooh, fancy.
And so I walked, into work that day, and Richie, it looked like he was rolling around in a pile of dirt. I mean, and it was a warehouse, so you do get dirty, but I mean, he had just dirt in his eyelids and in his ear holes, and he had dirt coming out his nose, and it was just like covered in dirt. I mean, I don't know what he was doing, but he was driving a forklift.
Wait.
And he was, what do they call it? Cloud 9.
He was under the influence.
Yeah, he was hitting that and maybe some pills too. I don't know, but he was high and high as a kite. And this particular day was inventory. So we had all of our crates and boxes and, certain products is in this box, certain metals and everything we're trying to count up and cash in for. We had this big delivery truck that comes and it's big payday for the warehouse. And you don't want to mix the crates, right? So he was lifting a crate and he's high. And I was walking in to the warehouse garage door and he's turning the forklift. He goes, "Hey, Kevin, what's up?" And as he's turning, the whole thing just flips the whole thing over.
Onto the floor?
Product everywhere. It's getting mixed into another crate. The forklift toppled on its side. I don't even know how he did that, but
he went too much weight. He turtled himself.
And these warehouses, you get a warehouse that's just like a mom and pop shop where it's not really a corporate. You don't need a license to drive a forklift. So
he didn't have a license.
None of us had license, but we were driving forklifts. But I've never done something like that. But good old Richie. Oh, good old Richie. Yeah. And that was his last day.
That was the last. Honestly, ironically, it's more like,
unfortunately,
very understandably, that was his last.
I missed him.
Sound like a great person, but I don't think they should be operating vehicles.
God, Richie, man, what was he thinking? Just he was so happy to see me that day.
I bet he was happy all day, to be honest with you. He probably didn't even realize it.
He was just like,
got
driving
fired?
around.
Okay, yeah, it's okay.
And I remember he came back in to get his last check, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this time he's sober and he's somber. You know, he's doing that thing where he's like not pleading, but hey, talking to our boss and I appreciate the work and if you ever have an opening again,
make sure not to call me.
And I had to turn away when I because I was like kind of in the room. I had to walk out because when he said if you ever have an opening, I said if we ever have an opening, Richie, come on now.
You're not even on the list, Richie. You should stop, buddy.
Richie, I'll get my blind friend Chris in here. He'd do a better job.
Speaking of vehicle driving and stuff, if we were to swap over to the airport, this is the craziest story I've ever had, and is like potentially almost a huge disaster at the airport. To save anonymity and everything for the person, we're going to call this person Bob,
Bob.
So in the airport, the way it works is we got a bag well, and that's where we go get the bags, So one person stays there, grab the bags, loads them up, and then brings them when we need them. So we called for the guy like 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, and we're just waiting. And we're like, where is this dude? So my manager, I think it was my manager, that calls him on the radio and says, hey, where you at? We need you over here. And then he says, I'm right around the corner. And then my friend goes, is that him right there? And points it. And I turn around, I whip over, and I see him driving the tug that is carrying the carts. And black smoke is coming out of the engine. And he can't see because he's moving left, right, trying to see over the smoke to see where he's driving. I mean, thick, heavy black smoke, like smoke right before an engine fire is coming out. He's driving it over, and guess where he parks that son of a bitch? Right next
garage.
to the fuel truck that is fueling the plane. And what he does is I go, oh my God, my manager's coming out. What are you doing? What are you doing? Because he got off of it, parked it there, and then unhooked the little carts that have all the bags in. I'm like, oh, he's going to just park it there and move it. Unhooks it, leaves the tug on, and goes to get another tug. My manager's flipping out. I don't know. I don't really remember what happened after that. I know we quickly moved it. I think we turned it off and then just put it in neutral and pushed it just in case, and pushed it over to our little bay that we have all the tugs docked in. But just to think about why this man, Bob here, Bobbert the Brain Man, would park
Bobbert the Brain Man
would park a black smoking tug next to a fuel truck. Like, that's gotta be something in there, man. Super dangerous thing. That is a wild.
What's going on with Bob these days?
Bobbert.
Where's Bob at? Is he still there?
Oh, I don't know. We merged.
He didn't get fired?
Oh, no, he didn't fire. No, they didn't fire him after that. No, he was still there until he was. To my knowledge, he worked there until I left. To my knowledge.
So you left.
No, until I left, because I don't know what happened after I left. Because until my knowledge of me leaving, up until that point, I know he still works there, or still worked there. I don't know if he still is or not. But yeah, that is the craziest story I think I can think of at work. There's probably some other crazy stories because the airport is a crazy place.
Any other ones pop off the head?
From the airport? No, honestly, no, I can't think of it. I mean, we always had fun and would like messing around and just joking when we're not working, because when the plane doesn't come in, we get there like an hour early to set up the field. It takes like 20 minutes to set up the field. So after that, we just kind of joke around and have fun. We watch videos or do whatever. But other than that, really, I can't think of anything that was as crazy or if crazy enough in that story, but that's literally the only thing. There was actually, now that I'm thinking of it, there was the reason why there was a delay. We had a delay on our plane because I wasn't here for it, but I was told about the story. I wasn't there for it, so I didn't see it, but it did affect me because I was there with the shift, I think, that had to fix it or something. Yeah. So, and I got the full Cliff Notes and understanding of it. But what happened apparently on my day off is somebody in the food truck, the people that load the plane with food and stuff, was trying to show off and back up without looking to a girl. He was trying to show off to a girl. And he backed up and knocked off the tail fin of the plane. The one on the, like, I think it was the left side tail fin of the plane, ripped it off completely, gone, destroyed, not even there anymore, non-existent.
Damn.
The whole plane had to
Straight took it
deboard
off.
200 and some people, and I think they had to refund it. The dude was tested. I think he got tested, and I think what I heard rumors. I'm not too positive. He was fired. This is a different company. It was a different company, so I wasn't too sure
Rumor
about it.
has it.
But yeah, rumor has it he was fired because apparently he was under the influence when he took off that thing. But I'm not too sure. I heard some rumors about it, but you never can know. Everyone's speculating why that happened. Everyone, a little rumor there. But just imagine being on that shift and being on that plane. You bought a ticket, you're ready to go home or wherever, and bam, your flight got delayed because somebody was trying to rizz up a girl on deck.
Trying to rizz me up, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I think, let's see, my next job was Hollister. I've talked about this before on the podcast that, I think I almost either got seduced or molested in the fitting room.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. This guy, he's asking me, where's the ladies?
I feel like
the ladies' attire.
I don't remember, but I think it was probably more of a. Hold on, you tell the story. Go ahead, because I don't remember.
So I take him to the women's section. I'm like, yeah, it's over here. He's like, oh, thank you. I said, let me know if you need anything. And then later he comes back. He says, he's got all these women's clothes, and he says, do you have a fitting room? I like to try these on. And hey, no judgment. You live your truth, right? Go ahead, you do you. So I take him to the fitting room, and I get, open up the door. I'm like, yeah, there you go. And he's like, do you think you can come in here and help me try these on? And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, what was the training module to respond to this situation? There was no training module. I don't know what to say.
Just make it scenario. Up. You should have made it up. You should have been like, sorry, officer, I can't drink.
So I was just like, nah, I don't think we offer that service here, sir. I got to get back to the register. And I just quickly got out of there.
Well, that seemed like that should be the module right there. Actually, they should have, maybe that was a module. Maybe that's a module now. Maybe it was all recording. You didn't even know, trying to see what your response to it was. It was an undercover sting operation. They were trying to get you.
I'm on some training video. I don't even know.
Yeah. And you said the perfect response, honestly. I would have said, sound like a you problem or something, and walked away.
Gosh, dude, that was wild. I mean, I don't even know. Now,
what would you do? Hold on now. What would you do if you did accept the offer? What do you think would happen?
Let's explore it. Okay, I go in there by this yay big fitting room.
So that's a small ass fitting room.
He goes to take his shirt off, punches me in the left eye because it's so confined.
You fall out.
I mean, people think something's going on. This guy's Michael Myers trying to cut me up.
I think it might be the other way. Maybe people might think that you're trying to get in there and get a little grotesque with the guy, and he punched you and knocked you out.
I open the door. There's customers there. They see an employee with another customer. This is like, oh, this employee needs to go to written up to corporate. Oh, we're getting the news media down here. This employee is fired. I'm the victim. I'm the victim.
I was kind of thinking, though, if you did get out of there without being caught, was he going to give you a tip? Was he going to give you some money? Like a little hand, like, thanks for the help? Or was he just going to say thanks and then just pat you on the back and walk off? Like, I feel like that's some service that you got to get paid for. That's some extra money if you want to get clothes on.
I know, for real. I mean, something. But, so moving on to the blind warehouse, Blind Industries, right? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, that's what it was called. It was a company pretty much primarily made and for the blind,
Right. Okay.
And I don't have any crazy stories there. It was very boring and like
very depressing.
Yeah,
right?
Very depressing. I told you what happened while working there, so there was nothing there, to be honest. And then when I went to the airport again, not really much there either. It was just loading on military bags and then working there. I say the only story that ever happened at the airport working there again was I was driving the K loader and I almost ran over a cart because they thought it would be a good idea. A K loader, if you probably not many people know about it, but a K loader is like a big ass forklift, like a huge forklift designed to pick up big cans that we put bags in these things. They're called cans and shit. And that's what they're designed to do, to pick it up and load them into the plane. Well, someone thought it was a good idea to put the blind man on
put
one
the blind
of them.
man in charge.
I wasn't in charge.
Well, it is a blind warehouse, so
no. That was at the airport.
Oh, this is at the airport. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Moving because there was nothing that happened at there. I was only working at that warehouse place for like 3 months, maybe if that. I didn't really work there for that long. But yeah, and there was nothing there.
I took you for your interview.
Yeah, I know, because I needed someone to drive me there.
Took you there.
Yeah, it wasn't even an interview though. It was funny. It was supposed to be an interview, which I have a huge track record of never having interviews. For every job I've applied for, I've never really had an interview. Like my first job for BK, I showed up and the person that was supposed to interview me, they didn't show up. Yeah. So I got interviewed by the general manager, and it wasn't really much of an interview. He was just asking me like, why'd you pick it and when can you start? It was pretty much like the full gist of the interview. And I was like, okay. And then I just signed some papers and then I was that. And then when I worked at the airport, the person that was supposed to interview me there when I first went to the airport, they got sick and then just said, you got the job. They texted me and said, look, I'm sick. I can't come in today, but you got the job. I was like, okay. And then when I went to Blind Industries, I was ready. I was like, okay, I'm going to like go down. This is going to be like my actual first ever interview. Like I'm dressed up. I'm ready to go. And the dude goes and says, okay, so this is the warehouse. This is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be doing this and this and this. And then you'll be starting on this. And I was like, this is an introduction. This is like what you do when you get the job. I was like, I thought I was ready for an interview. He said, oh yeah, this is an interview. Well, if you want the job, you got it. Because our other guy, he left, so you got it, man. And I was like, okay.
It sounds like you're interviewing him.
That's what I mean. I was like, I thought this was an interview. And that's what he said to me. He was like, well, you can just come in. If you want the job, it's yours. If not, then I can just go get someone else. It's fine. It's pretty much what he said to me. It's like, I'll take it, I guess. And then when I went to the airport the second time, the final time, the manager that worked there already knew me. The manager, because he moved from the previous start that I was at the airport, he moved from that company to a different company. And I was going to go work there with my friend again. And I already had the, I don't know what you would say, the vouching. I had vouching for my friend. No, I had vouching from my friend and the manager already. The hiring manager was him, I think. I think it was him or someone else. I can't remember. But I had vouching from literally 2 people already working there. So they just brought me in and I automatically got the job. I didn't even get an interview. And that's literally just my luck with it. No, that was my luck.
You're like
I never had an interview.
What's it called? A horse hook?
Horse leg? Not a horse leg. Horse.
What's it
horseshoe.
Called? The thing that you horseshoe. Yeah, that's good luck. Horseshoe.
Yeah. I'm good luck with interviews.
So I guess for CVS, man. What happened in CVS? Gosh, I got so many wild stories, but I think the biggest ones are just like when people stole so much.
Oh, I know.
And they would they grab a handful of deodorant, they put it in their jacket sleeve, they put it down their pants.
You can see it?
They got a gallon of Tide. The guy had sweatpants. He put Tide down his sweatpants.
Oh, I've seen a lot of videos of stuff like that.
Yeah, acting like his bulge is that big, sir. Really, sir?
Sir.
I mean, no surgery is going to make your bulge that big.
Sir, especially when you walked in and there wasn't a bulge and now it's just 10 times bigger. Yeah. No, sir. It ain't going to work that way.
And then corporate, freaking corporate thing, and they're getting smart. Like they send us these hooks, these security hooks with a security block on it, right? You can't take the product off the hook. They say, put this hook right into your shelf. And man, these people came in. They got these bolt cutters. They just butt coat. I mean,
they brought bolt cutters in a CVS.
Yeah, bolt cutters. They bolt cut it.
God, your corporate was not thinking about the versatility of these people that really want to steal from a CVS.
And then one guy didn't even bring a tool. He just picked the hook up and took it out the shelf, and he took the hook with him.
He took the hook with him.
We can't win.
You can't have shit in CVS.
You can't have nothing. Inventory is jacked up.
Oh yeah,
it ain't never gonna be perfect.
We got 10 hooks. We had 28. What happened?
Yeah. Yeah. So looking back, that's probably wild.
I know a lot of people. I heard a lot when we were in high school. I heard a lot of stories of people robbing from CVS. To be honest with you, they would do it while inebriated. So I had a feeling that I don't. What is it with CVS? With people wanting to rob CVS? What is CVS like? What's the implication of that?
Another thing I noticed when I was a teenager, I wasn't doing this thing, but when I was working there, a bunch of teenagers, it's like we're like the hot spot to just hang out and walk around the aisles. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, they were stealing.
No. These certain kids weren't stealing. They actually weren't. They were just sitting in the aisle, just talking to each other, talking about Fortnite and exchanging Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And like, what are you doing at CVS, bro?
There's so much better places to do that. They
go ride your bike, go over to a friend's house, do something.
I feel like people don't even ride bikes anymore. Like kids, do kids even ride bikes anymore? That's what I used to do when I
see
grew
a couple
up.
of. Yeah, me too. But
I feel like they just play video games now, where like they go up to a card. No, they don't even do that. They probably just order the cards on Amazon and then just open them up there.
Yep.
It used to be like that. It used to be like ride your bike places, go see what your friend's up to, go up to the whatever store, grab some packs, cards, and open them. Pokemon, that's what I was very into when I was little.
Pokemon. Yeah. They had that Pokemon app. You catch your little Pokemons.
Yeah, my mom loved that app. Yeah, I love the warning that they put on it because people were driving around trying to catch Pokemons and
they were getting accidents.
Yep, a couple accidents. So they had to put a warning. You're driving, so you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, and I think another thing I used to, I'm probably not too proud of this one, but when I was at my security job, right, there was this guy I worked with, older guy. I liked him. His name was Ray, and Ray. He rubbed a lot of people wrong just because he was an older guy. His whole career he was in the union, and this was like his retired job.
Mm-hmm.
And he was one of those hard. He grew up hard. He delivered beer. That was he worked for some union that delivered Bud Light to different bars and stuff. And anyways, he was a vulgar comedy personality guy, so that's why I got along with him. But this one girl, she worked with him one day. Because we all kind of rotated different shifts and different spots. And she worked with Ray, and she did not like Ray at all. And her and Ray actually got into it because Ray speaks his mind. He's not going to sugarcoat shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day, Ray's telling me about it. And then my next shift, I'm working with that same woman. And she's saying, "Oh, have you ever worked with Ray?" And now me and Ray are buddies. But I decided to do something kind of shitty. And I was like, "Oh, Ray? Oh, I hate that guy. What an asshole, right?" And then she's talking all this shit about him. And then the next day when I'm with Ray, I'm like, "Oh, dude, she fucking hates you. She's saying all this shit about you." And we were just laughing about it. But yeah, I remember that.
I thought you were gonna say, because I feel like I thought you were going to say that you did something shitty by like betraying Ray's trust right there. You'd be like, "Fuck Ray."
Well, no, I kind of betrayed her trust because she was like, "Oh, this guy hates Ray."
Yeah, that's where I thought you were going into a different direction. I thought you were like, I did something shitty, and you just said straight up, say, "You know what? Ray is a piece of shit. You're right." I didn't think about it till now. What's your number?
When Ray was like, "Well, how do you know she said all this?" And I was like, "Oh, I said that I hated you and you're a piece of shit." So then she told me all. So that made him laugh even harder. He thought that was hilarious.
Well, when you said it right there, honestly, I thought you were just saying it jokingly, and then you said that she started saying it like she probably took it like you were being honest.
Yeah.
I took it's probably because I know your personality, and the way you express yourself is very openly joking, and you're a very friendly person.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a good time. And I think at my current job, right, this guy, older guy, Charles, there's just
Hold on,
something
what was the
about
name of the elevator guy?
that was Larry.
Oh, Larry. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember him.
And now this guy Charles, right? He's his memory's shot, man. It's time for him to retire, but he's still plugging away, man. He's still on that last leg, and he gets me confused with another coworker, right? He can't remember my name worth shit, and I see him once a week. Because he works in a different building than where I'm at, but I go over to that building to help out once a week, and I see him once a week. I mean, ever since November 2022. Okay, we're coming up on a year now. All right, and he calls me Nas. Nas don't even sound white, and Nas isn't white. Nas is black. Nas goes over there and helps out. That's my other coworker. He calls him Nas. He calls me Nas.
You're both Nas.
What's going on, Charles?
Maybe that's a thing. Like he's trying to dab you up, like saying like, "What's up, slime?" Maybe that's the thing. You know, maybe Nas isn't a name.
Maybe he's trying to give me my black card. Maybe that's what he's trying to do.
I guess I don't know. You seem like you have a lot of older gentlemen working at your work.
I know. It's a mixture. I got me, two other people that are around my age in the 20s. Yeah. Huh. But yep. What up, world, Chris? What's going on with the world?
I don't know. Is that planes?
I tell you, man. North Carolina. Let's talk about North Carolina.
Oh, I've been there before. Have you been there with me?
I got family in there.
Did we go to South Carolina or North Carolina? We went to Myrtle Beach. Where's that at?
Yeah, South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay, I can't remember.
Yeah. So North Carolina's top elevator official says he'll no longer include his portrait in every lift. I don't give a shit. Why is this headline? Why?
Wait, is this North Carolina news article?
Yeah, in North Carolina, this top elevator official says he's not going to include his portrait in his elevator lifts.
What building is his elevator lift? Is it wait? Does he? What do you? Oh, okay. Well, there's a lot to unpack on this real quick. First of all, is he an elevator operator like Larry, or does he? Did he construct the elevators into buildings?
This is a elected North Carolina regulator. I guess that's the name of their elevator people.
What the hell are you talking about? I'm confused.
He never really embraced the photo, which made focus.
So was he? So he made? Did he put? So he created.
So I guess
elevators?
he's the owner.
He's the owner.
No, I guess he's just the owner of of all the elevators.
Of all the elevators?
And yeah, of different buildings in North Carolina that have these company of elevators.
So he probably has a construction company or some type of company that comes out and like manufactures or regulates or whatever with elevators. You know what I mean? They work on the elevators of buildings, and
right.
Apparently, why would they even put his portrait in the elevator though? Like, I've never gone into. I've never seen anyone's elevator or a portrait in an elevator when I walked into an elevator. Obviously he don't, because he said he doesn't want it in there anymore. It's like, fucking get this shit out of here. I think someone did it as a prank. I don't think he signed up on this. I think this is something malicious going on in the background of this.
I don't know, but I don't care. Is what I'm going to say about that. Also, since when did garbage trucks, right? In certain states now, the garbage truck man stays in the truck, and the mechanical arm gets the bin.
Oh, you haven't
and there's
seen
no
that?
guy on the back.
You haven't seen that?
Like, how does the arm know not to pick up a hooker giving a guy a blowjob on the corner there?
Well, I think there's some type of module. How does it know not to pick up the baby in the basket? You know, pick up this baby in the basket on the track. Like, how does it know not to pick something up? It's not just automated. I'm pretty sure it's manually used. Like, he runs up, goes to the side, sees like a little, you have a backup camera?
Yeah.
It's probably something like that. He's got like a mirror there to see where he's lined up with the trash can. Then he presses a button, and then the thing comes out like a claw game, picks it up, and bam, slams that hoe in there. You know what I mean?
I don't, but
I don't think it's just like he's just pulling up and the machine is just going like haywire, grabbing a baby and going, ass trash.
I just learned about it. I didn't even know these were.
I saw
happening.
A clip of it. I saw a clip of it. I didn't know that it was very widespread or if they still used, like people doing it. Cause Seth used to work there.
Right.
Our friend, you remember? Yeah. He used to work he used to ride on the back of garbage trucks and doing it. So I don't know when the switch happened or if it was just in major cities and they still do it in rural areas. They just still have the normal garbage like that. I think it's probably just a big city thing because they always had those big cranes in back then anyway, to pick up the big dumpsters.
It takes away from, the kids would run to the street excited to see the garbage man. Like, hey, what? The garbage man.
My guy. I think you're getting confused with the ice cream man and the garbage man. I never ran up and was like, garbage time. Yes.
No, it was this guy interviewing a garbage man in his career. And he said a bunch of kids just for some reason love garbage men. What? And then that's how I found out about garbage mechanical arms. It was in this interview I was watching. But yeah, this guy that worked for the city being a garbage truck driver, he, talked about his career and I was learning all these cool different things. And yeah.
How long was his career?
So, actually, it's a very lucrative business too. But yeah, he started when he was 20 and he was able to retire at 40.
Okay. So let's just take 20 years from now.
It's a six-figure job. Six-figure job. A garbage man is a six-figure job.
How many figures is that?
It's like that's 100. That's 10. That's 000,000.
Okay.
That's what that is.
.00.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking for a minute. I don't know why $1 million was popping in my head over and over.
I don't know.
Oh, anyway. Yeah, but if you minus 20 years back into this thing, I feel like back in 2000 or like early or late 1990s and something, maybe kids would run up because they didn't got nothing else to do. They didn't got Fortnite back then. Maybe they got like
they didn't.
Other games, PlayStation and shit like that. I can't remember what I played back then.
Yeah. So also a deer charges through a crowded Wisconsin restaurant.
Say Wisconsin again.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
And you imagine sitting there, right? You're eating your spaghetti and your bowl of cream of crab, and all of a sudden a four-legged beast just comes darting across your table.
That actually happens more than you realized.
Yeah, I did not realize it just happens.
A lot of deers actually end up because they see windows and I guess they don't know that it's a window. They think it's just something. I don't know if they're running from something or what, but I saw a few videos of deers just flying straight through like a hair salon or I think it was just like a regular restaurant too. I think it was more like a deli, I think, where they were just selling meat. A deer just straight busts right through the front glass. And it just like tries to get up and just like stuck now in a building. You got a deer stuck in a building running around like a chicken with his head cut off. And it seems like it's a common event, like kind of like a bird running straight into a window. They just can't fathom.
Yeah.
That's
bats
no longer
get stuck in the house.
Oh yeah. Yep. Well, do bats get stuck in the house or they just like being in the attic? I thought they just like hiding in the attics.
They get in there and they're like, this ain't my neighborhood street lamp.
No, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, think of it like this. Where do bats live? Like caves, trees?
With Batman in the cave.
Yeah. Okay, I guess so. I guess
DC
so. Batman's
Comics.
Got him. But
DC Comics.
think of a bat living in a cave. It's all damp, liquid, moisture. Right. Got a whole bunch of other bats slapping you when you're trying to sleep. And then you start going out and you end up in someone else's attic. It's nice, warm. It's not, the temperature ain't fluctuating every 14, 17 seconds.
I think they're cold-blooded, though, so they don't like the heat.
No, cold-blooded creatures do like heat, I thought. Like lizards. They love to be...
That's hot-blooded.
No, cold-blooded lizards. They're cold-blooded, and they love sitting out in the sun.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So I thought a bat would... Maybe they do like it cold, but I don't know. I feel like a bat would like the real state better than a cave. Someone's attic better than a cave. I feel like the real state there is better. I don't know. I'm not a bat, but honestly, I'd prefer to live there instead of a cave. That's my opinion.
I'd like to be Batman, I think.
You would live in a cave? He doesn't live in a cave, actually.
He lives in
a mansion, yeah.
Yeah, oh, man, I'd love that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone would love that.
Food, drink. Oh.
Mm.
I mean, I wouldn't even save the city at that point.
He did. He had more of a moral motivation, though.
Say that again.
Moral motivation? What did I say?
Mortal? I don't know. I was just trying to make you say it again. Like you did with me with Wisconsin.
Because you said Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
You put a little bit of a... You wisp it. You wisp it. No.
Oh, man.
It's
all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all gravy, baby. So, Chris, let's sum up this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, talked about some crazy ass work stories. What's the final message that we can tell people about if they're at a crazy work environment?
You're probably not getting paid enough to handle it.
Yeah, just keep on swimming like Dory.
I think yours is way better than mine.
The light at the end of the tunnel is
not there. Don't go to it. You'll die.
It's gonna get there. You just got to keep walking. You got to get the bats out of the way before you see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Can you imagine?
That's the quote.
Just trying to get to the end of the tunnel and there's a bunch of bats in your way, just smacking your head.
Oh, well, that pretty much does it for this episode, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything else you want to add?
No. It was good talking. Thank you, everyone who comes out and listens.
Yes. Thank you for the support. I apologize if a little bit halfway through this video, I think the sun's going down, so I think
you probably should have closed your curtains. Yeah, you didn't. Honestly, you turned into Batman halfway through it. The top of your face was completely shadowed.
Gosh, it's okay, people. We're not professionals. We're still learning here.
Mm-hmm.
Just bear with us. Bear with us. But that's all we got. Have a great week, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, just do one kind thing a day. We all can make this world a little better, a little bearable.
Yes. And if I could fist fight a gopher, I would. Bye.